One of the biggest lies I've believed about Christianity is that you have to perform for God. Now, obviously, you have to do good works in order to please God, but I fell into the mindset of treating Christianity like a checklist, not a relationship. And especially as someone who didn't have a like-minded group of followers to guide me, I fell into this, and I every single day I would be like, okay, I'm gonna read my Bible, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna do all this good stuff, I'm gonna avoid this sin, and then I will please God. I'll be in good standing with God. And if I do these things, that means my relationship with God is good. Now, this is very destructive for obvious reasons, but it can lead to pride. Like it led to pride in my heart. I was very prideful. Whenever I completed my task or I did well, I'd feel good about myself. I'd feel as if I was in had a good standing with God. And this may not sound like a bad thing, but that is so destructive because when you fall, you really fall. When you fall back to that sin, it's not just oh you fell, let's get back up. No, your entire because my identity was based in the checklist. When I failed to fill out everything on a checklist, my identity crumbled. I felt like the worst person alive. I felt like I was going to hell. I felt like I was a sinner. I felt like God hated me. And it's continued for years. And only recently have I started to like learn more, understand more, and try to escape this mindset. Um, so I struggled with sins such as lust, idolatry, every sin you can name. And for all these sins, you can imagine how bad this got whenever I fell back into one of these sins. And my mental health plummeted because of this. And this is what scares so many people away from Christianity because they think that it's just a bunch of rules you have to follow in order to gain your salvation. But in reality, no, it's not. It's a relationship, not a task, not a daily struggle. A ha- it's not something you have to do yourself in order to earn a salvation, not per se. Um, Now let's contrast this with the gospel. The gospel teaches that Christ died for us. When he died, he paid the cost for every single sin that we have committed, every single sin that we will commit, and thus making us perfect in every way. Even if I were to sin in the next 10 minutes, I would be perfect still in the eyes of God because Christ did the work. Now, this performance mindset, what it says is that oh, I need to do more. I need to do this. I need to do all my tasks every single day. Then I will have a good relationship with God. Then I will earn my salvation. Then I will be righteous. But in reality, no, you will not be. Because when you do that, you are ignoring Christ's sacrifice. You are making yourself a sinner. You are taking him off the cross and making yourself a sinner again. And no matter what you do, you cannot earn your way out of sin. You will always fall back and you will always end up back down thinking that oh you're the worst thing or you will always be deserving of death because you will always sin. You just cannot escape it. So what you need to do is understand what the gospel says. When Christ died, the work was finished. The work is done. There's nothing left for you to do. There's no more performing that you need to do. There's no amount of performance that will match up to what Christ did for you. Even not even close. Not even close. So what we need to do as Christians is to get escape this performance mindset is to accept what Christ has already done. Don't try to add on to it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to put your own spin on it because you can't. Accept it and base your identity in it. Go from I'm a sinner and I need to work to earn God's salvation to I'm a I am a person made righteous by Christ. No matter how much I sin, I am righteous. Now, this isn't an excuse to sin, definitely not. This is just a mindset. This is where you build yourself up from. Because the person who builds himself up from this mindset is much more effective than the person who tries to earn their way to that starting point. A Christian starting point is righteousness. That's your starting point. You work up from there. But the misled person starts from I need to earn righteousness, earn salvation. But you will never get there. You will never even get to the starting point if you try that. Now, as I said before, this is not an excuse to sin. You still need discipline. You still need to obey God. You still need to do right, good deeds, as talked about in James chapter 1. Faith without works is dead. Faith saves you. You belief, accepting what Christ did, saves you. But your works prove your faith. So don't think that because you shouldn't have a performance mindset, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing good deeds. You should be. Prove your faith by the things you do. Now, obviously, you won't be perfect all the time, but guess what? You don't need to be because Christ already paid the price for your sin. You can do your best without worrying about if you fail, because even if you fail, you're still righteous. Again, do not start thinking that, oh, you can sin as much as you want and you'll be fine. No, that is demonic. That is a lie from Satan. Do not fall for that. Um, I'm gonna end the video around this point, but I still find myself falling into the performance mindset every once in a while. If I don't get a task done, if I don't read my Bible as much as I wanted, I start feeling bad. But at times like this, I remind myself that I am not a sinner. I was gonna say sinner. I'm not a sinner. I'm made righteous by God. All I need to do is live in that mindset. I am not perfect, and I don't need to chase perfection because Christ was perfect. Instead of focusing on what I did, what I could do, focus on what He already did. Focus on what He completed on the cross. Peace.